Ladies and gentlemen, Macklin Celebrini scored a hat trick! You heard me right. Macklin Celebrini, 18 years old, on the San Jose Sharks. Our player, our first overall selection, scored a hat trick. The future is teal. We have arrived. Okay, maybe we haven't arrived just yet, but the Sharks lost 8-7 in overtime to the Minnesota Wild tonight. But boy, oh boy, that was a fun game to watch. We knew this was going to be a good one when we heard that Kirill Kaprizov, Joel Eriksson Ek are both coming back for the Minnesota Wild tonight. Two of their best players and two people that helped them score, as was evident tonight, with Joel Eriksson Ek getting 4 goals. But on the other side, Tyler Toffoli comes back for the San Jose Sharks. Kaprizov and Joel Eriksson Ek come back just in time to help the Wild try to fend off those raging Calgary Flames en route to the playoffs. Both teams desperately needed the win tonight, with the Wild for the playoff hunt and the San Jose Sharks to start their last road trip of the season on a high note. Now, to get into the good stuff. Macklin Celebrini. 5-point game. Are you kidding me? 3 goals, 2 assists. Guys, he is ours for like the next 15, 20 years. This is amazing. And same with Will Smith. A 4-point night. 1 goal, 3 assists. Together, the two of them have 9 points. Are you kidding me with that? We've seen glimpses. We've seen it happen here and there. But tonight, the kids took over the game. Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith said it, no, this is our game. This is our time to shine. We're going to show you that we're the future of our franchise. The future is teal. And boy, oh boy, did they. Now, he's played amazing all year, but not every night is he on the score sheet. And I've been waiting and waiting for a Macklin Celebrini game for him to get the headlines on the NHL pages everywhere, front page of the internet, newspaper. I need one of those games to prove to people that, yes, he is the guy. And he's the one who I think should have the Calder. And then Will Smith on the other side went from early in the season getting healthy scratched for development days to being a point-per-game player since the San Jose Sharks played Boston on January 20th. That's almost 3 months being a point-per-game player in the NHL at 20 years old as a rookie. Never mind what Celebrini's doing, because that's even better. But Smith, are you kidding me? They're both here. They're both ours for a long time. And that makes me so freaking happy. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm a little too happy. The Sharks lost. But, look, we're already eliminated from the playoffs. Odds are we probably get the last place in the league again. Best odds at number 1 overall pick. You got to take your wins when you can get them, right? And this is the kind of game that next year the Sharks win handily. Smith, Celebrini, Eklund get a little bit older, a little bit more experience. We get a number 2 or number 1 D-man, and boom. That's it. That's the game. One unfortunate part of tonight is Mario Ferraro went down with the announcer's jinx. Earlier in the game, they talked about how he was the only San Jose Shark to not miss a single game this year, being that staple on the blue line. And of course, after blocking that shot with his foot, goes down the tunnel and doesn't return for the rest of the game. So we'll see if he plays on Friday at Edmonton. I have no idea. I don't know the injury, and nobody knows what it is, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you ask me, this is also why the Sharks have lost this game and so many others this season. Ferraro has been our number 1 D-man since the trade deadline. That means Timothy Liljegren is our number 1 defenseman, playing 25 minutes a night. Are you joking? He didn't even make the roster in Toronto. That's why we have him in the first place, because Toronto was like, oh, Sharks want to give us something for him? Pfft, sure, easy. No brainer for them. And yeah, we needed Timothy Liljegren, good puck-moving defenseman, but he is not a number one D-man on a good team. Nothing against him, but that is not how you win games in the NHL. So hopefully the Sharks either draft, develop, or sign a number one D-man very soon. Because it really doesn't matter how flashy and young your forwards are and how many goals and points they get if you can't stop the other team from scoring. As evident from the game in front of us tonight. 8-7 is not a normal NHL game score, and I think you can guess why. And my shoutouts for this game, I think the first two are going to be pretty obvious. We got Macklin Celebrini, 5-point night. Will Smith, 4-point night. Together, those guys ran the game for the San Jose Sharks, and we have another dynamic duo following Thornton and Marlowe's retirement to bring the Sharks up for the next 15, 20 years, guys. I can't help but laugh. My last shout out goes to Joel Eriksson-Ek, coming back from 6 weeks of injury to score a rooster trick. For those of you that don't know, that is this many goals in his return. And he's part of the reason why the Wild won tonight, but you got to give a shout out to the opponent when they do something good. Now the Sharks have 4 more games to close out the season. They're on the last road trip of the season. 3 more games. Friday night in Edmonton. Connor McDavid returned to their lineup tonight, so just in time for the playoffs. Let's see what happens, right? With that being said, I know there's still 4 more games in this season, but I cannot wait for next season to start. And it's April.